In this lesson, we will learn how to configure a Cisco router as DHCP server. In other words, we will learn Cisco DHCP Server Configuration with Packet Tracer. We will use the simple topology on the screen. Here we have one Cisco router, one switch, and 5 PCs. After DHCP Server Configuration, router will give IP addresses to PCs as DHCP server. Firstly, let's set something on our PCs. Here we will change static to dynamic because DHCP is a dynamic way of IP address allocation. When we change this, PC will get a self-assigned dynamic IP address. This IP address in an APPA address. APPA means automatic private IP addressing. The range of this APPA is between 169.254.0.1/16 and 169.254.255.254/16. And the benefit of a PIPA is eliminating the need for manual IP configuration on the device if there is no DHCP. Now, we can go to our router to configure it as DHCP server. The first configuration will be interface IP address configuration on the router. This interface will be also the default gateway of each PC. I will give 192.168.10.1 IP address with subnet 255.255.255.0. And then I will open the port with no shutdown command. Now it is time to the key point of this configuration lesson, DHCP server configuration. Firstly, we will define a DHCP pool named IP Cisco. To do this, I will use IP DHCP pool IP Cisco command. Then we will give the range of DHCP pool. DHCP will allocate IP addresses from this pool range. I will set 192.168.10.01/24 range as DHCP pool IP addresses. After that, we will set default router address. This IP address will be the interface IP that connects DHCP clients to DHCP server. It will be router's interface IP address. We can also exclude some IP addresses from this IP range. If we do this, DHCP will not allocate these excluded IP addresses to any device. Let's exclude 2 IP addresses. Lastly, we will save our configuration with write command . We can check our configuration with show running config command. Our configuration is here. Now it is time to check our PC's IP addresses. As you can see, PC has an IP address from our DHCP pool, but it has no default gateway configuration. Let's check the other PC firstly. It has all IP configurations including default gateway IP address. Let's refresh IP allocation by selecting static and then dynamic again. Yes, it is okay now. Other PCs has also IP addresses from DHCP server IP pool. Now let's exclude some IP addresses again to see that how it works. I will exclude the first IP addresses of the pool now. Let's refresh IP allocation and see the results. Don't panic. We need some time for this new allocation. Yes, it got a different IP address, and this time DHCP did not use the ones that we exclude. This is also true for the other PCs. Lastly, let's do a ping test between PCs. I will ping PC 4 from PC 0. It is successful. Again, from PC 3 to PC 1. It is also successful. In this lesson, you have learned Cisco DHCP Server Configuration. We have defined a DHCP pool, we set IP range of the pool, and exclude some IPs. Then we saw the IP addresses of the PCs that are dynamically assigned by DHCP.